Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and it's pretty apparent to everyone it is cold out there. In fact, right now, wind chill's sitting in the negative teens, and it's going to be cold for just a little bit longer, but we will see some recovery. You're going to want to enjoy those warmer temps coming up while they last because even more cold air is on the way. But we'll get to that in a bit. Walk with me in the future here with Future Track. We're going to see temperatures today at best in terms of wind chill getting into the positive single digits. The winds are going to be blowing out of the northwest today, keeping things cold, especially in terms of that wind chill. And as we head into the night, they'll actually die down a little bit. Still, wind chills tomorrow morning when you're leaving for work, going to be quite cold into the negative teens and negative single digits, and then throughout the day, sitting in overall the teens. So we'll start to see some recovery tomorrow, but the warmer air arrives a little bit later. In terms of sky conditions, sitting completely clear throughout the whole day today, even into the overnight hours tonight. As you see, we head into the evening and overnight. Look at this, not a single cloud in the sky. Now heading further throughout the period here, we'll see on Wednesday morning, clouds slowly start to fill in. We'll be partly cloudy throughout the day on Wednesday, and then overnight Wednesday, we see more clouds slide on in. Maybe a couple isolated snow flurries before on Thursday, sitting mostly cloudy, which is of course funny because we're actually going to be a little bit warmer, but that's because the winds will be out of the southwest, give us some desert southwest air, warmer, drier, a little bit more comfortable out there for you. And then on to Friday, will be even warmer than that. But the key thing to get rid of this cold happens tonight, and we'll see that. Look at these winds here. So the winds will die down into the evening, direction out of the northwest, swap out of the west, then out of the southwest, and kick up again. That's what drives that warmer, drier air into our area and allows us to feel just a little bit better out there. Wind chills will still be present tomorrow, but at least they won't be as bad as they are today. We'll see that desert southwest air really settle in on Friday, and we'll get temperatures potentially in the lower and mid-40s before we see at the start of next week our next cooler period arrive, where a lot of cold air comes down from Canada, a lot of Arctic dry air to move through, and that will keep us quite cold throughout the week ahead for next week, potentially even colder than what we've been seeing this week. So make sure you're prepared with all your layers so you're not too cold if you have to head outside. But you can see that temperature trend here climbing into the 20s, then 30s, then into the lower and mid 40s before we eventually just completely drop off as we head into next week. And those wind speeds also around 25 to 20 miles an hour, going to be quite strong. Those wind chills will feel apparent on Sunday and Monday. We'll see a slight increase as we head further throughout the week. We'll recover temperatures just a little bit, but it doesn't seem like we have many mild days ahead of us after we get through these next couple of days. But overall for today, still cold, sitting in the teens. We'll have wind chills in the negatives today, maybe at best crossing into the positive single digits, but we will have some sunshine tonight, dropping down into the single digits, both negative and positive. Will be clear. Wind chills will once again be into those negative teens. Tomorrow, we start to see temperatures recover, getting in the lower mid, possibly upper 20s in some spots. Will be partly cloudy as those clouds fill in throughout the day. Wind chills, though, will still be in the teens throughout the day. Temperatures really recover on Thursday, getting above average into the 30s, possibly upper 30s, mostly cloudy skies. And then on to Friday, the best day of the week, partly cloudy skies, sitting in the 40s, which is great for this time of year. If you like warmer weather, should be very nice. But then we see temperatures really begin to rebound Saturday, Sunday, drop back down into the single digits with a high of 7 on Sunday, and then Monday being the coolest day. Winds still strong, possibly gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Look at that overnight low on Monday, negative 8 degrees. It's going to be quite cold. You're not going to want to be out at night. But then further ahead, we will see a slight temperature recovery and maybe a couple snow chances as we head into midweek next week.